All right, this is just a quick hit you up and let you know what's going on in the massage room. I got it down like massage room confessions. I don't have that much time with you, so I'm making it quick. So, don't you hate, and this is talking to therapists that are out there. You see, you get a client that's on an intake, and you talk to them about their condition. They tell you what's tight. Oh, this is tight. In my case, it was a guy who basically had tight hamstrings. Says he can't bend over. He don't remember when the last time he bent over. So I said, okay, if he happens to be watching this, well, can't help it. I said, okay to myself. So I said, okay, we're gonna have to work these legs. I look at the sheet. You don't usually get a choice between relax and improve a condition. So this is like, do I take your word for it that you want to relax? Will you give me a condition that I have to work through to get you to relaxation? This is the kind of tension that I'm talking about. You put your hands on it, it feels like a rock. It's not, and it's also tensing up at each moment. So even if I did the what we call the in the mall massage, or AKA skin rub, where you just put lotion on and you just rub it down, you're not going to get any benefit from that. At 30 minutes later, you're going to be like, why did I get that? You're not going to feel any benefit in the long term. Usually it's about 24 to 48 hours, I tell people. If you're a little tender, take a hot bath and then just let the water, let the blood come up to the skin level, and that basically builds up the tissue because you're going to get oxygen in the tissue. So long story short, the session is going, and there's some areas where you can lightly touch or give moderate pressure, and the pressure is too much for the client. So you adjust, and you realize that you're not getting much. So you switch techniques. Go from hard pressure to cups. Go flip the person over, and you realize, oh, hamstring wasn't the culprit, wasn't the reason your hamstrings and you can't bend over while everything else was tight. You thought it was your neck. Nope. It's your hips and your quads. At least a little bit touch to release it causes it to spasm up just a little bit. Might want to use some trigger point. Use that. Get the muscles nice and loose, basically, where it feels like the flesh of like chicken when it's thawed out, nice and soft and pliable. So when the person comes out, ask them how they're doing. I'm a little sore. Let them know you're going to be a little sore because of how tight the muscles were. You can see the hesitancy in their eyes, like, I just want to get out of here. But, that is what it is. It is what it is. You abide by the fact that this person does say they hydrate, but you could tell from the muscle and the skin texture, dry, dry, dry all the way through. So they're not really drinking a whole lot of water. So in the case for my clients that are out there, drinking water right before your massage session is not hydration. Drinking water from the beginning of the day, which is why I advocate the 2 cups of water when you get up in the morning, and drink a cup every hour after that, because you're going to be up for about 16 to 17 hours. You might as well go ahead and stay hydrated. That way your skin looks good, that you feel your digestion is good, your everything is good. You go to the bathroom when you need to, and you basically are processing everything. Your body needs that fluid in order to dilute all the stuff that you ate and drink, so that it can process it. So, in short, you end up with, if you don't, I told one client, I said, if you don't hydrate, you're basically leather and jerky. Okay? No water. You're just protein and dried skin. Okay? Rawhide. So you got you have the holidays coming up, and this is just a quick tip: is don't try to eat the whole plate. When I say the whole plate, I mean the plate the turkey is on. Don't try to eat the whole turkey, the whole pie. the whole potato salad, the whole greens, if I make you hungry, you're going to eat this next week, whole cornbread and everything. If you're not cooking, you're going to be hungry. So, bottom line is, don't try to stuff down so many starches that it takes you 2 to 3 weeks to burn that stuff off. I would suggest that you take a moderate level, and when you feel full, stop. Make your plate for tomorrow, and you can have another meal. And I would advocate for those who are eating and probably at home, if it's not too cold outside, go for a brisk little 30-minute walk to kind of like let the food go down your track. It's just going to digest just a little bit. If you can't go outside because it's freezing, use the stairs inside the house or apartment or wherever you're living. Do it for about 5 minutes, come back down, do it again about 5 more times. Periodically give yourself a break. And then just continue to do that until you feel like everything is settled. Well, that's my time on the overtime, and that's my massage room confessions for today. Happy holidays to you and yours and all the families out there. Hope y'all have a wonderful, safe time. If you're going on travel, please be wary that the crazies are out on the road. Yes, there are sleepy zombies behind the wheel who are not paying attention, and they're also looking at their cell phones. They're swerving in between the lanes. So you got to make sure that you are paying attention and sometimes driving for them. You have to keep your eyes on them as well as the road. So be wary that they will be out there all the way till the 3rd of January. And I say that because people are going to be celebrating almost every day with some type of food or beverage. And if they're for New Year's, they have a hangover on January 2nd. Got to drink some beer or alcohol to get over the hangover, and the final hangover before they got to go back to work. We'll probably finish off on the 3rd of January. So be careful out there and have a happy holidays. Been great talking to y'all.